My eyes flicker open slowly. Is it morning? I inspect the plain blue walls of the tiny bedroom as I stretch. Well, that was an abrupt change in music. There's a quiet knocking on my door. Coming. I shuffle to the door and pull it open sleepily. Natalie, are you ready yet? Huh? Ready for what? My groggy mind is still trying to figure out where I am. There's a lot of work to be done today, and it's already 8 a.m. Dang, you get up early. Oh, right. Work. So? Susanna looks distressed. Please come to the shop as soon as you're ready. Susanna shuts the door, and I stand staring blankly at the door for a few seconds. I glance over at the bed. It looks so inviting, and I'm still dead tired. It couldn't hurt to lie down for just a few seconds. Yes, it really could. Natalie! Susanna is standing by my bed. She definitely doesn't look happy. Huh? Susanna sighs. I'm running behind on errands today, so you have to fill in for me. She hands me a cloth lunch bag. Take this to the library, please. What is it? It's lunch for some friends. I bring them food every day, but I can't afford to leave the shop today. Wait, I'm a delivery girl now? Why don't you just have Jacob do it? Jacob is currently with his family. He doesn't come by until late afternoon. If you had woken up earlier, you wouldn't have to do this, but I've got orders to fill, and no one here can do it except me. I grudgingly accept the lunch from Susanna. Fine, I get it. Sorry, I was just tired. Susanna looks like she wants to respond, but she just sighs. Please hurry. I dig through my luggage and pull out a coat and a scarf. At least this time I'm smart enough to remember that. Maybe I'm just taking my time because I don't like being dragged out of bed. You literally signed up for this job. Why has she not fired you already? As I trudge through the flower shop, I glance at the clock on the wall. It's 11 a.m. Oops. Okay, maybe she does have a reason to wake me up. She didn't have to be so mean about it, though. You don't have to be such a bitch about it, though. I kick at the snow as I wander across the icy street to the library. It's only a few blocks away. She really can't just deliver this herself? The library is small but cozy. Excuse you, you have to go to the library to be introduced to new characters. Gosh. What should her voice be? What should her voice be? Hello, how may I help you? She's gotta be the librarian. Look at those glasses. Definitely a librarian. Which, I feel mean for thinking the same thing. Hey, I got this lunch from Susanna. Oh, of course, thank you very much. Is that the voice I gave her? I can't remember. Whatever. She is the polite, reserved phone lady. My name is Marion. I'm the librarian here. Haha, Marion the librarian? It has a nice ring to it, doesn't it? Her response is quick and practiced. I guess she heard that joke before. You must be the new girl helping Susanna with her shop this year. Yup, I'm Natalie. Although I haven't actually done anything yet, except bring your lunch. Well, it's appreciated. Aw, dang. Did I hear someone mention lunch? A young man with dirty blonde hair appears behind me without warning. Eep. Whoa, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. I just wasn't expecting you. Sorry about that. He leans down to get her back and look at my face. Oh, you're the new girl! Natalie, right? Susie mentioned you were coming in. Susie? What, no. Susie, does he mean Susanna? I'm Trent, by the way. Susie's my little sister. Trent, right. Clara mentioned that Susanna had a brother. She neglected to include the part where he's incredibly cute, though. Okay. I try to respond, but I can't really think of anything useful to say. Marion! Trent looks away from me. Yes? Your editor's on the phone right now. He wants to talk about the contest. Oh, of course. Marion hurries off to the back of the library. Editor? Trent grins proudly. Yup, Marion's a pro writer. Poet, actually. She's the guest judge for a poetry competition in a literature magazine right now. Kind of a big deal. I see. Not just a professional writer, but someone good enough to be a judge. She's really impressive. That's really cool. I mean, that's really cool. Oh, do you like poetry? Poetry? I don't know the first thing about it. Well, except that I think it's kind of boring. So the answer is no.
say you don't really get it.
I'm afraid I don't really get it most of the time. Poetry's too confusing for me. I'm better with people just saying things straight out.
Oh, it went up, I guess. Huh, I hear you there. Honestly, I can't understand a word of it either.
Really? Then why are you here?
I work here.
You work here?
Well, sorta. Marion's really busy with her writing, so I help out at the library from time to time.
Oh, that's nice of you.
Isn't it? He laughs. I'm such a nice guy, huh? Sure.
Well, I wouldn't keep you in your nicest any longer. I mean, won't. Have fun at work.
You too! He seems much too cheerful for someone at work. No doubt he's here for other reasons. I just gave him the douchiest voice I could, okay? I glanced at the back of the library. Marion's still on the phone. I don't think she'll mind if I leave. Well, that was interesting. I feel like I made a complete fool of myself in there, though. Across the street from me, I see a general store. Susanna didn't say I had to be back right away, did she? It couldn't hurt. It couldn't hurt if I just... Message! I'm back! Okay. It couldn't hurt if I just pop in for a short look.
Hello?
I poke my head into the store and look around. It's fairly small, but the shelves are stocked high with pretty much everything.
Is anyone here?
I sure hope so. So I'm just gonna make this guy sound like an asshole, because I remember from the thing that he's like, from the playthroughs or whatever I watched. I don't know how I remember so much. That was like 3 years ago. I mean, damn. But, what was it? He's like super stoic and stuff. A young man with neatly... Well, not stoic, but he's just disapproving in general. A young man with neatly combed hair and glasses appears from behind a shelf. Looking for something in particular?
No, just browsing.
He approaches me and looks me up and down carefully. From the look in his eyes, it seems like he's processing something. Finally, he arrives at his conclusion. I haven't seen you before.
Yeah, I'm Natalie.
Okay, so I'm not making him sound like an asshole, but I'm making him sound like sort of just like passive-aggressive, I guess. Ah, of course. The new girl working for Susanna. Ugh, why does everyone in this place have to refer to me as the new girl? Because you're the freaking new girl.
Yes, that would be me.
He doesn't seem to notice a hint of annoyance in my voice.
Well?
Yeah? This is the part where you tell me your name. That was so rude. Jesus Christ. My name is Ryan.
Nice to meet you, Ryan.
I'm sure the same is true of you, I guess. He nods and smiles. Well, it's by the front door.
What is?
The supplies that Susanna ordered. Gosh darn it! Okay. No, it's just in Fairbrook, whatever. Ah! No, I didn't mean to click. What did I do? Can I go back in this game? Ah, yes, I can. Cool. The supplies that Susanna ordered. You're here to pick them up, aren't you?
Huh? Oh, yeah, sure, why not?
I shrug. Maybe Susanna will forgive me for this morning if I bring her whatever it is. I'm not really in the mood to leave so soon, though.
So, do you live here?
To some extent. Dang, I want to give him a more outgoing voice, I guess. I attend college out of state, but I reside with my family here when school is not in session.
That's cool. What are you studying?
Biology.
Oh, that's interesting. Are you going to be a biologist?
He shrugs. He doesn't seem like he's studying biology. That's, I don't know. It seems frick! I keep forgetting to turn off the goddamn ringer. I don't know. It just seems an interesting field of study. I feel like I'm interrogating him. I'm sorry for bumping the mic so much. He doesn't seem interested in sharing information unless I direct him directly. Even when you ask him directly, he's not interested in sharing information with you. I can't tell if he's annoyed or not, and he is. If someone has that posture that you see right there, he is. In fact, he doesn't seem to care either way. Ask if he wants to be left alone.
Hey, do you want me to leave you alone?
Alone? Why do you ask?
Well, it just sort of seems like you'd rather be alone.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just a lousy conversationalist.
I wouldn't say you're lousy.
Well, maybe a little.
Do you not like talking about yourself?
I guess I'm fine with it. It just doesn't seem like a very interesting subject. He shrugs.
Well, don't decide that for other people. I think you're interesting.
It went up, yo! Oh my god, his good face. His good face is just him blushing. I don't know why, but I really like this sort of posture thing he has going on. Like, he's like sort of judging me, but he's also interested, and he's confused. You know? Just like, it's that right mixture. It's like believable. You do? He looks surprised.
Of course.
I head for the door and pick up the package sitting on the ground. It's heavier than I expected it to be.
I hope you don't mind if I come by later.
I don't mind at all.
Good.
What is that? I kick open the door and head out. I walk carefully along the icy ground. The box I'm carrying is so large I can barely see my feet. I stare at the ground intently, placing each step with precision. I step on a particularly icy patch of ground and my foot slips out from under me. Jesus.
Eek!
Dang it! What voice should he have? Charlie, help! What voice should he have? So he sort of looks like he enjoys the wilderness. Like, I don't know, that's just the vibe I'm getting. It's just the vibe. Although I will admit, okay, you know what, not even gonna say it. Okay, a boy with brown hair steps forward and places a hand on my shoulder to help steady me. Okay, I've never done this voice before, but... Are you okay? No, it doesn't go well with it. I can't deal. Maybe I should give him an accent. You know, if I can't decide, that sounds like a good idea. Just give him an accent. No, that's just... Jesus Christ, that was just really bad. No, I'll make him Canadian! Holy crap, yes, it's perfect!
Oh, yes, please.
I quickly dump the box and out in his unstretched hand.
It's nice to meet you. My name's Natalie.
Oh, you must be...
Yeah, the new girl. I know.
He blinks and bursts out laughing. Actually, I was going to say Clara's roommate. You know, I don't know if that's how Canadian accents work, but that's his voice, okay?
Oh.
The name's Steve. I'm not exactly a Fairbrook resident either, so I know how it feels to be the outsider. Steve, the name sounds familiar. I forget, what did they say he was? Oh yeah, they just said he's from a city or something. More like from Canada.
Susanna and Jacob were talking about you last night. You're from Los Angeles, right?
Sure am. I drove up here to see my uncle as often as I can. He had a heart attack last summer, so he hasn't been able to do much work on the farm anymore.
It's nice of you to come help.
It's the least I can do. He's like a father to me.
Oh, is your father gone?
Wow, that's a great question. Who just asked? You're meeting him for the first time. Steve grins wryly. He's not dead, if that's what you mean. But he's never really been there for me. And what kind of person just tells these things? We're trying to make it good now, but it's awkward, you know. Don't you know? He pauses for a moment to shift the weight of the box in his arms. Oh well, I'm sure it'll all work out in time. What about your parents? What are they like? Oh my god. I mean, so far all the choices I've made, like, have affected how much they like me, but I don't understand how these two choices would affect... Well, he opened up about his parents, so I will open up about mine.
They're strict, like really strict. I think they're mad at me for not being more mature and stuff.
That sounds a little familiar.
Actually, it was their idea to get me a job. I guess they want me to learn responsibility or something.
Okay, and I'm sorry if his accent sounds like Scottish or something, but I'm super exaggerating Canadian accents because I've been to Canada and they just say stuff like, oh yeah, and it's about time. So I'm just trying to exaggerate that as much as possible.
Actually, it was their idea for me to get a job. I guess they want me to learn responsibility. I've already said that.
Yeah. So that did help, I guess. I think you and I are going to get along swimmingly, Natalie.
I sure hope so.
And they're okay with you living out in Fairbrook? That sounded a little Indian, but okay.
I'm not actually sure. I kind of sent them a rushed email, but I don't know if they wrote back.
Why don't you ask Susanna if you can borrow her computer? Why don't you ask Susanna if you can borrow her computer?
Oh, I don't think Susanna likes me very much right now.
He grins. Did you get the natural foods lecture?
Well, yes, but I also slept in this morning, and so far I haven't actually been much of a help at all.
Oh, then we'd better get you back in the shop as quickly as you can. Back to the shop.
His steps quicken, and I hurry to catch up.
When we arrive at the shop, he places the box back in my arms. Well, actually, I'm coming into town to pick... I actually came into town to pick up something from the store, so I'll be going now. He smiles and waves. If you ever want to hang out sometime, just drive to the main road until you get to the big farmhouse. That's where I'm staying.
Cool. I'm sure I'll take you up on that offer.
See you around, Natalie.
See you. I turn to face the front door of the shop. I sure hope Susanna isn't still mad at me. With a deep breath, I push the door open and enter. Natalie, I'm glad you're back. I was wondering if...
Susanna stops short at the sight of the large box in my hands.
You already got it. You mean the package from the general store?
I smiled proudly because it was totally planned.
It's all here.
Susanna looks relieved.
Thank you.
I laid it on the ground carefully. What's in it anyways?
Packing materials for shipping out the flowers. I ordered special biodegradable packaging made from recycled products.
I think I messed up that sentence. Of course she does. Why not? Why am I not surprised?
Yo, just look at her shirt.
That, obviously says environmentalist.
Of course, you have to grow the flowers first before you can pack them. I'll show you how to pack the flowers right now, and we'll worry about growing them tomorrow.
Oh, man. I keep forgetting that this is tagged as dating sim and also a farming simulator, so not sure how that's gonna work out. The door to the flower shop swings open and Susanna beams.
We finished just in time. Hey, is everything ready? It is! Natalie was a big help. That's good.
Jacob glances in my direction with a small smile.
Natalie, can you help Jacob carry the flowers out to the van? Huh? Oh, sure.
I grab the nearest package.
Lead the way, Jacob. Right.
Jacob picks up a large packet in both arms and heads for the door. With some effort, he manages to wrestle the door open by pushing the handle down with his elbow. He swings it open and looks back at me.
After you. Well, you're a true gentleman, aren't you?
He blushes.
Not really. It's just a nice thing to do, isn't it? I guess so.
He trails after me as I walk to the van. I load the box into the back.
Are you the driver?
I turn to him as we head back into the shop.
Of course I am.
I grab another package and we walk back into the cold.
Really? How old are you?
Jacob places his box of flowers gently in the back seat.
What? He's 17!
I was so convinced that he was 14. Holy crap! Oh my god! That's amazing. 17.
What?
Oh wait, no. I gotta do the dramatic voice.
What? You look like you're 12 or something.
That's really rude. That's really, really rude. I mean, I was thinking it and I was sure of it, but Jesus Christ, this girl's an asshole. He looks at the ground. You really don't have to shout it like that. He turns away quickly and hurries back to the shop. I race after him.
I didn't mean it like that. It's just that you look so young.
As I enter the shop, he walks past me quickly, eyes focused straight ahead. His cheeks are bright red. Oh, he's so cute! I grab a box and run back to the van.
Okay, I exaggerated. You look more like 14 or 15.
He turns an even deeper shade of red. Okay, I guess that wasn't the most comforting thing in the world. Jacob shuts the back door of the van and climbs into the driver's seat.
Jacob, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I just bit my tongue.
It's okay, Natalie. I'm used to being treated like a kid. He swings the door shut and starts the van. I stand in the snow, watching as the van rumbles slowly down the main street of Fairbrook. Okay, I'm sorry if Jacob's voice has morphed throughout this whole session, but I've decided that his voice sounds simultaneously depressed and really super shy and timid. I stand in the snow, watching as the van rumbles slowly through the main street of Fairbrook. I really think I touched a nerve there. With a long sigh, I trudge back into the flower shop.
Natalie, I just wanted to...
Susanna stares at me.
Did something happen?
She looks worried.
Yeah, I told Jacob he looked really young and I think he got angry.
Susanna smiles softly.
I see. He hates me now. Ugh. He doesn't hate you, Natalie. He's just struggling.
Oh my god, that face. She looks very distressed. It's kind of concerning, actually.
Struggling. Jacob's the youngest of 5 children, and that's not counting all his cousins.
Obviously.
He's always been the baby of the family, despite being the one who works the hardest.
Ah, poor little baby Jacob. He's so adorable.
He's just trying to figure his own identity free from what other people think of him. He idealizes anyone who has a lot of determination, but it couldn't hurt to be empathetic to his situation as well. The best you can do is treat him like a young man and not a child. I guess. Hey, I have a question. Yes? Why are you so nice? I mean, why aren't you so mad at me for yesterday and this morning because I was such a dick?
Susanna blinks for a moment in surprise.
Natalie, anger is an unhealthy emotion and it clouds your judgment. It is suitable for certain situations, but it's never right to cling to it. I see. Besides, you'll do your best from now on, won't you? Yeah. I'll at least try not to sleep in so much. Haha, so funny. It's a start. Oh, I almost forgot. Can I borrow your computer real quick? For what?
I didn't mean to make her sound so sassy, but it happened.
I need to see if my parents responded to my email. You can't call them? My parents turned off my phone service after I got some bad grades on the midterms.
Susanna looks puzzled.
I see?
Why is she puzzled?
Anyway, it'll be real quick.
Susanna points to a small desk tucked away behind a shelf near the back of the shop.
Don't spend too long. I'm going to prepare dinner now, and I suggest you get some rest before it's ready. Sure, thanks.
I boot up Susanna's computer and log into my email account. Wait a second. Hold up. It won't let me go back any farther. Did she teach me how to freaking... did she teach me how to use... She didn't teach me how to use the garden yet, right? Your father and I are proud of you for getting a job, Natalie, but we were hoping it would be one closer to home. Is there no pleasing them? Next time they should be more specific about this sort of thing. If possible, please come home for the new year at least. Love, Mom. Well, it's certainly not as angry as I thought it would be. That's good. I hope that I'll be able to leave before the new year. Come to think of it, I don't even know how long I'm supposed to be working here. I guess I'll ask Susanna at dinner tonight. Until then, getting some rest sounds like a good idea. I head back to my room and sit on the bed. This place looks pretty cozy aside from the load of clothing and other random things spilling out of my suitcase and onto the floor. Great. There's hardly anything here and I'm already making a mess. I scoop everything back into my suitcase. I really did pack my entire dorm room in here, didn't I? Feeling satisfied with my makeshift cleaning job, I curl up on the bed and fall asleep.
Did I ever tell you my uncle's monkey ran away from the zoo? Would you tell me what this all means? What happens if I go through that door? 'Cause I'm looking up at the ceiling, but it's turning into the floor. Ooh, when I'm born